Tom Brady and Mike Tyson in one, baby. That's me. Me. I'm going for the greatest of all time. Greatest wife, greatest mom, greatest person on behalf of Papa God. And I want you guys here with me, not missing out on this life with him. Let me tell you, I was driving home the other night, running around for my brother Jason. I said, let me call my brother Kevin and see if he wanted to have dinner with me. So we get to sitting down, and immediately he starts talking to me from God. Guys, Kevin is my brother who speaks direct messages from God to me. He said, Nick, look, there was a lady who told me one day, she saw me and my wife together. He said, you can't have a marriage when one person is going this way, the other person is going the other way. Say, you're not going to go anywhere. You must go together. Can you believe that's exactly what was going on with me and hubby right now? He's in Nigeria doing his thing. I'm in the U.S. with our business here. But guess what, guys? I learned that lesson the hard way. I was trying to do things at this business without him. I failed miserably, guys. So the smarter and wiser Nikki has learned that I need my hubby here with me. I need him here in spirit. I need him making executive decisions. So I call him up in Nigeria. Sometimes he say, oh, Nikki, I'm busy. I'm doing my contract. I say, look, I don't care what contract you're doing. This wife needs you. And this is something we're doing together for our kids. And I go crazy on him, guys. And Kevin is absolutely right. The two shall become one. We need each other. And I sent him messages. I said, this queen needs her king, boo. Please, please, please. And guess what? After I fussed him out about it, can you believe he actually gave me some really good pointers, and we were able to make some good decisions together. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. And I'm so excited. I'm going into our business tomorrow with new enthusiasm. You know, so Kevin said that. And then he said another thing. He said, Nix, he calls me Nix. He said, Nix, I noticed that even though whatever you and hubby go through, that you always respect him. And I say, Kay, you were the one who taught me that. You say, look at my gorgeous life, that I should enjoy it. And how did I get this gorgeous life if not for my husband's hard work? You know, so guess what, guys? These biblical principles that I'm learning from Carrie, they don't lead you wrong. Because that verse has said, tie love and loyalty around your neck. That's me. You know, right? I love you no matter what we go through, the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm with him, I'm with him, I'm with him. Because guess what, guys? Loyalty is rewarded by God himself. Do you hear me? Don't play around with this loyalty. So after Kevin said that, I showed him a picture of the Tesla that my hubby bought for me, and I sent a message to our group. I said, honey, you have earned my love, my respect, and my loyalty. Okay, guys, so the crazy lady was getting it wrong. I want to look at a speck of what hubby may not be doing right, but not, and forgetting about this big picture over here that I just got this badass king. You hear me? I'm not going to find anybody like him. The way he goes extra mile for his family. I mean, like sometimes he will go to 3 stores looking for this burger meat that he knows my son loves. You know, he got mad that I was using my brother's car. He went and surprised me and bought me this Tesla, guys. I don't want my wife borrowing anybody's car. Where am I going to find a hubby like that, guys? So he has completely earned my respect. I'm the spoiled wife over here. You know, so this wisdom, guys, is where I want you guys, like just learning to go to God about everything. Okay, and asking for his perspective. That's what Carrie taught me, my brother Carrie. Say, look, God may not change your situation, but he will change your perspective on the situation. So here I am getting mad at hubby over here for da-da-da-da-da. And then, you know, it's just like God opened my eyes. Like, honey, Nick, look at all of this. I found you the best husband ever. You know, and so another thing that Kevin and I talked about was about a guy who told me to thank Kevin, because I was there thanking Kevin. I said, Kevin, where would I be without you? You know, this brother has just been holding me up for years now, giving me good advice in every aspect of my life. So I said, okay, where would I be without you? And I told him about the customer who would come to our dealership. Your girl head wasn't in a good place. And the gate would be closed on Saturdays of all days. It's supposed to be our busy day. And finally they came on a Saturday and I was there. And so I told him a little bit what was going on with me and how my brother's the one been helping me. And so I was telling Kevin at dinner how this customer said that I should thank him for helping me to show up for him so I can sell him a car. So that was Friday night, guys, that I'm talking about this customer who said that I should thank Kevin. Can you believe, guys, on Saturday, can you believe that very customer showed up out of the blue? I'm looking at him. I'm like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? He said, I just came to thank you for giving me the chance and selling me this car. I'm so in love with it. I haven't had any problems with it. And turns out like he even got a promotion on his job. Like everything is going well for him. So tell me, how did that all happen? That I'm discussing with Kevin on Friday about this customer. And then on Saturday, the customer showed up the next day, just out of the blue, just to thank me. It's God's intimate involvement in our lives, guys. Don't play around with your relationship with him. Because the reason I was thanking Kevin, because he told me, he said, Nick, look, you just want cars that people could have for their family hustle. That you could just sell them little cheap little cars, little $300 payment or whatever. Say, that's what you need to focus on. And that's what I did. I jumped into auction, and that's the type of cars that I look for, that people could just have little cheap cars to go up and down to the job. And look at this guy coming back to thank me for helping him. Told me to thank my brother for helping me to be there for him. And it was just God giving me the courage to keep going with our family business, guys. Because it's taken me serious courage to get back here, to leave Nigeria and come back here to Florida to unpause our business, you know? So every aspect of my life, this brother Kevin has just been here helping me, involved with me, you know, telling me the way to go. And it's just been such a blessing, guys. And I know it's just God showing me such love through Kevin. Like, who sticks around? Anytime I call him, I could be in the worst mood. And Kevin just speaks to me as if it's God himself speaking to me. No joke, guys. Because how could that customer, we talk about the customer on Friday, and on Saturday the customer just shows up out of the blue. Which is God making me aware of his presence. That is not me tackling that business alone, it's God himself. So every aspect of our lives, I want us to know there's no doubt whatsoever that God himself is involved. Do you hear me? God himself, and he wants to be our life partners. Okay, that every second, every moment we're looking at him. Okay, and nothing will be impossible for him. It's just for us to involve him. So every day I be running to that tree. That's another thing Kevin taught me. He said, don't stop running, Nick. Don't stop running. Say, that's your time to strategize with God. And for real, that's what I do. Even up to this morning, I'm under the tree. Last night, though, I was thinking of my daughter, Julie. And I said, I'm going to get this specific perfume called Alien because of a time where she was wearing it. And I smelled her, and she smelled so good. And so I said, I'm going to get this Alien perfume just so I could be reminded of my daughter. So I get under the tree. Today, it took me 23 minutes to get to the tree, guys. And it was just, I was tired. I'm still tired today. Can you believe I go there and it's about a time that I'm smelling Julie with this Alien perfume? Of 146 pages, God took me directly to that post when my thought was last night. Nick, get that perfume, Alien, just to remind you of your daughter, Julie. You know, because Julie is the one who's really came into our business, guys, and she just changed the culture of the business. She used to have a schedule for the posting of the advertising, and very meticulously she will tick off each card and make sure it went to the right and proper site. And can you believe I asked an expert marketing person for some advice, and they told me to get another Julie to do exactly that she had a schedule of the things. And so Julie just came, and she just was just hardworking and so focused and so disciplined. Julie would just sit down there and she would post those ads, and we had customers coming. So I said, I'm going to get this Alien perfume just to remind myself that I need to be more hardworking, disciplined, and focused like my daughter Julie, guys. And for God to show up on that page 23 today with that story of me smelling my boo with that Alien perfume. It's just this deep love for me, man, guys. Can you believe that? I said, God shows me all of his love and attention. So don't miss out, guys, on the best life with God. This is my Joshi Washi calling now. And he's another blessing from God, guys. He's like my partner into this business. I told him the other day, I said, Daddy not listening to me. He said, what? What kind of decisions you need to make, Mama? And that's just the blessings of God, guys, that I don't want you guys to miss out on. Just knowing that there's never a moment that you're not alone. So even if you guys commit to going 1 milliliter closer to God, guys, I'm happy. Don't feel like you have to get all close, all cleaned up for God. Let me tell you, I have a potty mouth. I call hubby cussing him. Listen here, MF. But he knows that, I just say it out of love. And this is where I want us, guys, just knowing that God himself is walking with us every second, every moment, just asking him to help us be the people he'll have us to be. And I promise you with all my heart that God doesn't disappoint. If we just stay with him, we don't get it right all the time. But if we stick with him, I promise you, there's no situation too difficult for him. Nothing shall be impossible for us with God by our side. So don't miss out. The best life is with Papa God. I'm going to get some rest. Your girl is tired today. Peace.